Here with Chris Webber and Hill. This is Brian Anderson. We're joined by reporter Allie LaForce as well.
Here we go.
And the Spurs start out with the ball. Antetokounmpo, right side. Pass to Towns. No good on the triple. Here we go. The Sixers on the break. Ball no good. And here is Antetokounmpo. Ball with a steal. And now the Sixers on the break. Ball with it. Towns covering. Oh, and Towns with the block. Here's Antetokounmpo. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot. Hey, no shortage of experience on either side tonight. Chris, coming into the league, what were some of the lessons you learned from the vets you played with?
I mean, there's so many lessons my vets taught me. I think one of the biggest is that it's a marathon. When it's a marathon, you got to keep your emotions in check. Stay steady. Not let a win get you two up. Don't let a loss get you two down. Keep those blinders on.
And here are the Sixers now. The Spurs making their last shot.
Good at getting into the lane ball. You can see how confident he is on the drive.
Outside Mitchell. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Here's Ball. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
What a finish by Ball. Great length for a guard, 6'7". He can mix it up.
From behind the arc. No luck on that one. And it's Philadelphia the other way. Let's go with a 3. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. To the right side. For 3, Maxey. Sinks it from distance.
Unbelievable. You talk about players who have transformed this league. Giannis is at the top of that list. Just a tremendous pass right there.
Personal foul.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Here's Maxey. Pass to Antetokounmpo. There's Ball with a 3. Knocks it down from distance. Ball's got 5.
It's critical that Ball keeps hitting the shot. It will only improve his confidence moving ahead.
Now Mitchell. The 3 is up. On the wing, Mitchell. Now here's Towns. Hounded by Ball. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Antetokounmpo. The three-pointer off the mark.
Even for a player who's not a three-point specialist, I mean, that's a shot you got to knock down.
No need to risk a shot from range when you can take it inside.
First team foul. Count it. Ball. Defensive foul by Maxey.
San Antonio trailing here. Here's Mitchell. Deflected.
So far this quarter, he's been out of sync and might be pressing right now.
Got it. 2 for 5 now.
This is who Towns is, an unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness.
And you love Maxey's maturity, smart, high character. And for younger players, he shows great awareness.
Now here's Ball. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
Spurs ball. Spurs substitution. Tristan Thompson. Grayson Allen. Aaron Holiday.
And here are the Spurs now. They trail by 1.
Out of bounds.
And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
We're just trying to prevent the opposition from getting comfortable. Next time, that one might get picked.
Back to Holiday. Thompson with a screen to the paint. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
I love how fast Thompson rolls after the screen. Solid at getting room to shoot in these sets.
And C-Web, Maxey is already an explosive scorer.
Yeah, B.A., but he's still working on the consistency for him. He's crafty at getting his shot. He makes great decisions with the ball.
Out of bounds. Spurs ball.
And out of bounds. San Antonio will have it.
That's just a needless giveaway. You got to make the defense work for their turnovers.
San Antonio leading. Pass to Allen.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
1:56 left to play in the first. Down low. Tipped. Stolen by Ball. And he jams it after taking a nice feed on the run.
Precision pass by Ball. He wasn't going to waste the easy dive to a wide open man.
Outside Holiday. We've got 1:28 left to play in the first quarter. Just 5 on the clock. The three from Redick. Tipped. Here we go. The Sixers on the break. Here's Bull. The shot comes out. San Antonio goes the other way with it.
Bull. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Holiday with the ball. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him.
That was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
And I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. Outside, Williams. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. All with it. Picked up by Redick. All no good. On offense, here is San Antonio. Allen drives. Pass to Williams. Here's the second effort. Back to Allen. Knocks down the triple.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
The Sixers trailing. There's 21 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Ball. And out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
San Antonio ball.
Now Holiday. To the middle. Here's Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Look, this is what Thompson wants every time. He wants to get near the rim and try to throw it down.
And so the San Antonio Spurs with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots.
All right, coming out to the court right now, it's your Sixers.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
Well, they're just a team in sync right now. Their passing in the first half has been outstanding.
They're showing some muscle here in the first half as well and getting a lot of their points in the paint.
And the 76ers call time here. And the NBA is always a coaching carousel, Chris. Sometimes teams just want a new voice. You think that can make a difference?
Oh, yeah, I've seen it. It does. Fresh start can sometimes energize a team and wakes players up to dig a little deeper. And finally, it puts everyone on notice to say, listen, we found the problem. Now, if we keep losing, who could be next?
And Philadelphia calls time here.
For Philadelphia.
And something fans don't always get to see, some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
Yeah, and sometimes it's the most subtle moves that make the biggest difference.
Now it's your Sixers dance team. All right, fans, that was your Sixers dance team. Make some noise.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
For Philadelphia. It's time for T-shirts.
Outside, Williams. Pass to Knox. Nifty move. That shot off the mark. Good D by Antetokounmpo. Inside. Here's Bembry. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
That's his first.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
At the line for this third.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. And he drives in. That shot off. San Antonio goes the other way with it. Now here's Towns. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
So it's Philadelphia now. It's a 10-point game. He takes it in, and he jams it home with authority.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
The assist.
And sometimes it seems like Giannis can dunk without any effort at all. He just glides to the rim like it was nothing.
On offense, here is San Antonio. To the inside. Towns. Ooh, can't throw it down with one hand. That time from Antetokounmpo.
The D making that layup look very uncomfortable for him. Good aggressive work down low. Oh, he's not going to miss that shot twice in a row. Trust me.
The 3. Rebound San Antonio. The 3 from Mitchell. Pass to Towns. To the wing on the left. Just 5 to shoot. That one's good for 2.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Shooting for San Antonio.
And when you watch Towns, one thing is clear. He's one of the best in the league. He gives you so much when he's on the floor.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
You know, Grant, with Towns, he's arguably one of the top dozen big men in the league.
And you forget how young he is, B.A. I mean, a few years from now, he might be top 5. He has all the tools necessary to be a superstar.
And you think about the draft profile of LaMelo Ball. Grant, the court vision has been as good as advertised.
I mean, he's just a gifted passer who sees over defenders. He enjoys making those flashy plays. He's been everything you want from a playmaker.
And so he hits both.
And LaMelo Ball has really impressed right out of the gate. Many wondering how he would compare to his brother, Lonzo, too. His playmaking and rebounding are have just been outstanding.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant.
Towns.
Every team now calibrated to do that.
What a beast inside. When Towns gets in tight, he's almost a sure thing.
Boy, the future for Ball is indeed bright. This is a guy who just loves the game. And Chris, more importantly, someone that wants to win.
And that kind of mentality goes a long way. He's an exciting player to watch for sure. I mean, he's only just getting started on his hopefully promising career.
Outside for Mitchell. From outside the arc. They get it back. On the wing, Mitchell. Into the lane. Towns.
Anthony Towns.
And just crashes the glass with effort and intensity. I mean, how do you box a guy out like Towns?
And it's Ball off the drive. Oh, it's blocked by Towns. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Pass to Maxey. The second effort. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Personal foul.
That went on Ball.
For a big, Towns is an effective free throw shooter. You really can't give him too many looks from the line.
Didn't have a free throw in the first quarter, but you can see he's starting to play with more energy now. He has a tougher attitude.
Pass to Ball.
Minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
From deep three-point range. Towns with a rebound. And it's San Antonio's ball. They're on a 15-6 run. And the basket by Antetokounmpo.
The assist goes to
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Here's Ball. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
They needed that, and I love that he just didn't settle for the lay-in.
And Philadelphia has possession. Trailing by 17. Ball no good.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Here's Ball. And he stays with it. Pass to Ball. Tries again. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. 11 points in the game.
As hot as he's been, it still has to be him who leads the charge and helps turn this game around.
Towns for 3. Coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
He's finally coming around, trying to make up for that goose egg he put up in the first quarter.
Ball no good. On offense, here is San Antonio. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. The 3 from Ball. Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
The shot by Holiday, no good. It's good if it goes. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. It's been all about... And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And Philadelphia calls time here.
For Philadelphia.
For a player who came into the league with as much fanfare as Lonzo Ball, it wasn't the smoothest start, Grant. He dealt with a lot of injuries and adversity.
And BA, that makes the NBA learning curve that much steeper. Lonzo deserves a lot of credit for how he was able to stay grounded and stay focused. He tuned out the noise and kept developing his game.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
Poor rotations. I mean, slow help and just not enough toughness on the interior. They've got a lot to talk about.
This Sixers squad is struggling. Driving to the basket. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Out to the right wing. To the paint. And Giannis throws it down.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Robinson on the wing. Pass to Ferguson. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime on the defensive end.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And yes, it's good. He's 7 for 8 now.
They're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
Here's Ferguson. Oh, it's blocked by Towns.
I mean, if height wasn't enough, Towns also has serious athleticism. There's just no easy shots when he's around.
And no good. San Antonio goes the other way with it. To the middle. Now the Spurs moving it up the floor. And again, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo's got 16.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
And it's rejected. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. The Spurs making a switch here. Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. Maxey, that's good.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with the comfortable lead.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
And he drops the first.
Philadelphia, number 45. At the line for 2.
Both shots good from the strike. And San Antonio has possession. Here's Mitchell. And a nice finish on the layup. 6 points for him.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
Tristan Thompson. That's his second personal foul. Third team foul.
First free throw is good.
Sixers, number 45. Taking 2.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
They're doing some good work at the line this half.
On offense, here is San Antonio. Here's Mitchell. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line.
At the line for the Spurs.
And that one misses. And in the 2021 Conference Finals, 3 out of the 4 teams were helmed by black head coaches. Many hoping that'll help create more opportunities moving forward, Graham.
No question. The NBA is #1 in embracing diversity in its league. Now, we still have a long way to go, but you have to be proud of the coaches who performed, as you said, in last year's Conference Finals, but also seeing the steps move in the right direction this summer with a lot of hires who are African-American head coaches. So, obviously, it's a results-driven business, but greater diversity is certainly welcome.
Pass to Bembry. To the left side wing. Here's Antetokounmpo. Philadelphia grabs the miss.
That's a shot they're always happy to get, even when he blows the fender. Nice pass. I mean, putting in work on the interior. Gotta love it.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Over to the wing. Second chance effort. And it goes. That makes him 9 for 13 now.
It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
Rejected by Antetokounmpo.
A Defensive Player of the Year winner, Antetokounmpo affects so many shots with his length.
He's having a great night from the floor. They're going to keep leaning on him, looking to grow the lead.
Ferguson. Counted.
That lack of defensive intensity is not going to stop a player of his caliber from scoring.
Pass to Maxey. There's the three. They get it back. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. Goes up again. Shots blocked. They recover it. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. Oh, it's stolen away. Chris with the ball. Now Thompson defending. And it's Chris missing. For three, Maxey. Pure from three-point range. Maxey's got 6 in the quarter.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
DeAndre Bembry. That's his first personal foul. 4th team foul. Into the lineup for the Spurs. Carl Anthony.
And so here is Philadelphia.
He's a fantastic athlete for a power forward. Whatever he lacks in height, he makes up for with hops. Yeah, for Glenn Robinson III, basketball is a family affair. His father is a champion, all-star, and a game changer. That could put a lot of pressure on the guy.
And it's Chris missing.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Antetokounmpo, right side. He buries it from 3. Towns has got 17 points. Well, Robinson has managed to find his own success in the league to add to that family trophy case.
Yeah, back in 2017, he messed around and won the dunk contest. He's always been a hard worker and a guy that puts his talent to work for the team. Hard work on the boards, a lot of competition for that one, but he's got the lift to be the first one, too.
To the left wing. Three-pointer. He's off on that one. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Jones. Oh, it's blocked by Towns. Down low. Oh, and a fast break for the Spurs.
And yeah, this is what you like to see from Towns, using his size and strength to make things happen.
At the line for the Spurs.
And that one falls for Towns. There's 18 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Jones. Another shot. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Junior.
Toughness and energy on the boards, and an easy putback to show forward.
Pass to Towns. Back to Holiday. Now here's Towns. 1 second left. And it's good on the layup. Towns has got 8 here in this quarter.
That's just Big Cat using his upper body strength to convert through contact.
You're 76.
And so it's San Antonio holding a massive 34-point lead to end the quarter. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. Back to the game. And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. San Antonio with the ball. Holiday from long range. Knocks down the long J. Holiday's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Driving inside. Some solid defense from Williams. And it's a Spurs ball. Out left to the wing. Matthews. No good on the three.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
They grab their own miss. Jones. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And just an incredible effort on the offensive glass.
Wow, follows it up with the putback to finish the play.
He hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. Good thing he has the guys around him to carry the weight.
Oh, it's blocked by Williams. The NBA has a major presence in Africa now. You were a big part of making that happen, Grant.
Yeah, no, it's very exciting. And to work with the NBA and strategic investors over on the continent in Africa, it's not just a great investment, but you're also doing the right thing, spreading the game, sharing the game, and giving people on the continent the joy that basketball brings to everyone.
Again, the miss by the Spurs. Driving in. Mitchell grabs a miss.
If he was shooting even a little bit better, the story of this game would be a lot different.
Towns can't get it to go.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Comes up empty down low. Outside Mitchell. Fires the three. It's hauled in by the Sixers. And at home for the next game, it'll be Charlotte pulling in to face them. It'll be the second of 3 straight games on their home floor. San Antonio with the ball. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Back to Maxey. Nice move. And it's good on the lay-in.
Yeah, a gifted passer. Antetokounmpo has won multiple MVPs for his all-around game.
And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Takes it. Oh! Throw it down!
Beyond belief. I mean, such a creative talent. And I'm not surprised to see Giannis get flashy on the finish.
Blocking foul call.
And the top pick in this year's draft, Cade Cunningham. Grant, I heard some insiders compare you to him. You like those comparisons?
Well, he's 6'8" with skill, sees the floor. I think approaches the game the right way. Maybe not the leaper I was, but tremendously talented. And I'm so eager to see how he develops. He's got a bright future in front of him.
And the second free throw is good.
And they've been playing with much greater physicality this half. Getting themselves to the free throw line is a bust.
That's his first.
And let's face it, they won't get back in the game with fouls like that.
Both teams deciding to change it up.
That's one of the few mistakes they've made tonight. They've limited turnovers. That's helped them grow this lead and keep it.
That's his third personal foul.
Out to the right wing. This one for 3. And another miss by Philadelphia.
His bad night from the field is only going to get worse if he keeps throwing up shots like that.
And that'll be San Antonio's ball as it goes out of bounds. Spurs able to keep the possession. The Spurs making a switch here. Antetokounmpo. And a miss there off the inbound. Here's Ball. And there's the drive. Yes, sir. And it's Ball with the assist that time.
But it's just the intuition of Ball, if you ask me. He just knows what to do and win. And right there, he puts it on the floor and makes a play.
Counted from distance.
3 points.
And now we get a little perspective here on how the hustle game has been for San Antonio.
Well, they played a heads-up brand of basketball this entire game, and they've got the steals to prove it.
I'll tell you something else. The points they've scored on the fast break tonight have been a major factor. Woo, just selling the defense on the pump fake.
Here's Towns. Here's Antetokounmpo. And so the ball out of bounds. Antetokounmpo touched it last.
Not a great play on either end. Bad delivery and way too late to react on the catch.
And the Spurs making a change here.
Aaron Holiday.
Ball outside. There's the drive. And he slams it in one-handed.
You got to play ball from getting a lane. It's that simple. When you don't, this happens.
And their biggest problem so far, taking care of the ball.
Yeah, they've made some great plays, but way too many turnovers.
Inside. And it's powered home by Towns.
Assist from...
You know Towns' team is loving this. He's letting his natural scoring ability run wild on offense.
It's stolen by Holiday. Redick outside. Jacks up a three. Hits the trifecta.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Spurs.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And with this performance, they'll have claimed their 8th win of the year.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
What a teammate he was tonight, setting guys up for layups and open jumpers on what seemed like every possession.
And that one is stuffed right through.
You check out the hops of ball. I mean, exploding off the floor for the big slam.
Williams up top. Redick outside. Fires for three. Buries it from three.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Well, this is what guys play for. And when it pans out like this, it's a great feeling.
And he gets it back. And they're able to recover. And he's able to get it back.
Excellent work offensively to get that shot attempt into a can't-miss area.
On offense, here is San Antonio. High post Towns. The shot, no good. And it's Philadelphia the other way. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And here's ball. Ooh, stolen by Allen. Redick outside. Ball with a steal. Ball outside. And they pick up 2.
That close in against a way shorter defender, you could just put up 2.
Towns for 3. Missed it. So we see the Spurs taking the W here. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is.
Representing women in gaming with a force, here's the story of Pretty Loves Pink. I'm wearing pink today for her.
When I first started, I thought I was the only girl that played video games, literally. Now, there's a plethora of us. So we've come a long way, and I'm so happy for that. What's going on stream? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I wanted the whole world to know that I was a girl. Give me that. Let's go. Nobody will ever think that Pretty Loves Pink is a guy when they get booked. So that was the first thing that I thought of. And it just so happened to be a cute gamer tag, you know, that everybody likes now. So it worked out. This is PLP, and this is my 2K life. My mommy is the one that introduced us to video games. I guess they were crazed in the 90s or whatever, and every Christmas we get a new console or a new game. basketball became, you know, my favorite because I actually like to play basketball in real life. I was born and raised in Miami, Florida. I lived here my entire life. My childhood was not very nice. Somehow, I still got good grades. I still persevered. I didn't become a product of my environment, you know, and I still excelled. I graduated high school with over 4.0. And then I got a scholarship to go to college. I went to college, but it was just something that was missing. You know, I wanted to do something bigger than that, which is when I enlisted into the military. And I went to the U.S. Air Force for 4 years. And it was one of the best experiences that I've ever decided to do. I was overseas the entire 4 years. I love Italy. And I was also in Turkey. But Italy took the cake. I lived there for 2 years. I lived in the city. I ordered pizza via delivery in Italian. Like, that was like one of the most amazing experiences I've ever had. When I was in Italy, you know, I traveled to like Paris. I went to Ibiza. I went to a lot of different places. So I got to see the world when I was overseas. It was amazing. But it was literally a 9-hour flight every time I wanted to come home. Then I wanted to be closer to home, so I got out. So now I have another job, which is very rewarding. And I'm also doing 2K content creation as well. My very first 2K that I bought was 2K11 from the BX on base. You know, 2K11, 12, 13, I haven't missed a beat. 14, 15. When I was in 2K13 was actually Italian. I bought my 2K13 and I just play people online and just beat their butts. I always had a positive record. Never have I ever been under 50%. About to go ahead and get into a triple threat game though. I just love to play 2K, especially my team now. It's kind of like quick match on steroids because, you know, you can pretty much control every aspect and it's on you to win. Hey, I stepped back, rained on him. I don't think he was ready for that one. When I get those mentions on Twitter and they're like, oh my gosh, Ps5 Pink is so good in my team, or oh my gosh, she's so great and I couldn't do anything and her defense was just so great, and it just makes me feel good to know that people recognize me for being a good 2K player, not just a girl that plays 2K, but someone that's actually good at the game, that's actually has skill. I just love basketball. I love it. I do. I do. I started playing basketball in high school. I was very shy. I stayed on the bench. I didn't get in the game very much. And surprisingly, you know, I scored 16 my first game. And I set out the whole fourth quarter. I'm not even making this up. I just have this raw innate ability to just understand the game and know how to play the game and win the game. It feels great. I feel the burn. I feel the burn. Well, in 2018, there were not a lot of men that knew that women play video games. So I got a group of my friends. I'm like, hey, let's make, this female powerhouse thing that we cannot be denied, so that people know that we're out here doing the same thing that these guys are doing, and not even better. We ended up making a pro-am team. We had 5 girls. It was myself, Caramel Cherries, Hazel, Shakita, Cookie, A Little Lady 87. And we got our court to elite, which is a big deal. Then that's when the 2K League noticed. And they flew us out to New York. And they were like, hey, why aren't there any women in the 2K League? And we were wondering the same thing. So basically over the years, 2K League has made it to where the women are being recognized. I'm getting flown out to New York to compete in showcases or the Women in Gaming Initiative. It was awesome, like just to be there and to get flown out to New York multiple times.
And a good Thursday evening to you. 2K Sports presents the NBA. Our game tonight featuring the Los Angeles Clippers as they go up against the New York Knicks. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. So the New York starting 5, sharing the wing spots, Fournier and Barrett. Randall and Robinson make up the inside pair. And it's Burks in at the point. And for the Clippers, outside the wings are George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubats. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position. Lots of speed and athleticism on the floor tonight. Brent, what do you think could determine the outcome?
Well, if you're going to play that fast, you're going to have to make decisions that don't catch up with the speed. And that means making the right quick decisions and not rushing things. If these teams get ahead of themselves, the first ones to do that, they might find themselves in a hole.
Leonard looking over the floor. Shot clock at 6. Zubats with the screen for Leonard. And here's George for 3. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
You got to get the ball to PG whenever he's roaming around outside that arc. Incredible.
And for so long in Indiana, Paul George was that guy. But boy, I tell you, he's been a good sidekick the last few years.
Well, he's been amazing and continues to be a little bit undervalued in the way that people assume Paul George's offensive and defensive game as a collective and the way it impacts winning, especially playing alongside Kawhi Leonard. He didn't have to take as much of the offensive load if he didn't want to. But Paul George still gets it done. And that's a good heads-up play there from RJ.
Barrett against Leonard. Buried from 15 feet out.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Yeah, he's got to be a little bit more on their radar after knocking down something like that.
Now, here's Burks. Robinson a screen on Jackson. Here's Burks. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
The Knicks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Barrett against Leonard. Fournier gets a wide open look. Hits it from three-point range.
RJ does not have a problem setting up teammates, and he's getting better at doing that.
Leonard against Barrett. Off the left rim and out.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
Goes up on the high post. Fournier's shot is off. The Clippers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Randall against Leonard. Randall with some nice D.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Zubats a screen on Randall. And again, it's the Clippers missing. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Knicks lead by 2. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
All right, look who's coming on the court.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Knicks?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
Defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
And New York, looking at who they've got. Toppin is out there with Barrett. And there's Kemba Walker. And there's Nerlens Noel. And it's Rose in at the 2-guard spot. Now here's Powell to the inside. Platoon passes to Covington. Covington a screen on Walker. Man. No good on that one. Some solid defense from Rose. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Paul George has taken some heat in recent years. He says people get so caught up in what other folks think. I'm Paul George. I don't care to be anybody else. I am who I am. You love it or you don't. Simple as that. Guys, with his play on the floor, he has answered all of his critics.
He's certainly playing at an elite level. BA, thank you. And Batum throws it down.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, well, he settled for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
So the wing on the left. The pass to Covington. Here's Mann, guarded by Walker. Mann passes to Batum. And the shot goes down. Batum's got 4 points this quarter.
And doing much better now in that first quarter, converting less than 30% of their field goal opportunities, bouncing back nicely here in the second.
Now here's Rose. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Shoots over Batum. No good off the back of the rim. Clippers have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Powell with this screen on Rose. Here's Mann. And it's Noel with the rebound. And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for the Knicks. Trailing by 2. Out to the wing. Toppin kicks to Rose. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Robert Covington picks one up.
And Derrick Rose, the former #1 overall pick in 08, one of the most athletically gifted point guards the league has ever seen.
The first free throw is good. And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. Then for the Knicks, Taj Gibson's checked in for Noel. Julius Randle comes in for Toppin. And Alec Burks subbed in for R.J. Barrett. Rose hits them both.
You can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Here's Leonard. Pass to Kennard. Walker against Jackson. Pass to Leonard. Lets the 3 fly. It doesn't go for him. It's all tied here in Los Angeles. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
11.
Thanks, Kevin. Kawhi, you have grown so much offensively throughout your career. What's the focus of that end of the floor?
Just knocking out open shots, my ball handling, making good decisions off the pick and roll, and just try to limit my turnovers.
And you've done well so far, Kawhi. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at Los Angeles. The team leaders, George and Leonard, are the wing. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point guard.
And one thing that separates Randle from other guys, his size, that spin move. He can do it off the drive, in the post, now going either direction.
And here's Randall after Paul George getting his 3 to go. Robinson finds Burks over Leonard. Burks can't get it to go. Clippers leading by 3. Down low, puts it up. That's tipped. Fournier pass to Robinson.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
Back to Fournier. Robinson down low. Zubac's defending. Robinson kicks to Fournier. And again, it's the Knicks missing. And whirling around the floor. Greg, is there anyone Randall reminds you of?
I mean, they're different players, but Akeem Olajuwon had an unbelievable spin move. Takes a lot of body control, especially for taller guys. But when you do it well, man, it is tough to stop.
Now Jackson. Following the miss by Evan Fournier from deep. Leonard. Burks pulls it in.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Now here's Fournier. Second chance shot, and Robinson with the layup.
There you go, finally getting one to drop. They have to be a little better now, starting 1 for 5 in this half.
Jackson against Burks. Leonard with a screen on Burks. Jackson finds Leonard. Shoots from 12. A shot, no good. Nice D from Barrett. And here's Fournier. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Randall no good. The Clippers have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Jackson dishes to Leonard. Lets it fly from 18. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Clippers ahead, up by 1. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Setting the floor for the Knicks. We've got Emmanuel quickly. Fournier out there with Toppin. And there's Kemba Walker. And it's Gibson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Passes it to Fournier. There's the pick. And there's the drive. Powell against Quickly to take the lead. Batum grabs the miss. The Clippers in the lead. Jackson deciding where to go with it. And there's the pass to Powell. Covington with it. Gibson gets a hand on it.
After committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Paul George. Derrick Rose is checked in for New York. And for the Knicks, they're shooting just 26% out there. A terrible showing from an offense capable of much better. Gibson with the screen on Jackson. Pass to Quickly. Takes a 3. Kennard with the rebound. Clippers shooting terribly up to this point. Just 30%. Some ramshackle offense play there. There's a minute 40 left in the fourth quarter. There's Powell, and that one good. Powell's got the lead up to 3 now for the Clippers.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Shot's good by Walker.
And a capable scorer from anywhere on the floor. You give Walker those kinds of looks, and he's going to make you pay.
Now here's Powell. 1:15 left to play in the final quarter. And Gibson sends it back. Covington setting the pick for Batum. Shoots over Toppin. A shot by Batum, no good. New York's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Quickly the pass to Walker. Back to Quickly. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. 43 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Covington, a screen on Gibson. Here's Powell. Knicks with the rebound. Outside, Walker. Over Jackson. Walker's shot is off. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
Which water section wants a t-shirt? Your Clippers. Look who's coming onto the court. Come on, get loud for your Clippers.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Zubac is checked in for Robert Covington. Marcus Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. Leonard, he's checked in for Luke Kennard. And it's Paul George in for Powell. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle. He knows this has been a hard-fought game, and he wanted his guys to just sit down and catch their breath. He said, look, we're right in the game, guys. Let's make a little push here. Let's come out with some bite. Evan?
All right, thank you, David.
Second team foul. At the line for L.A., Reggie Jackson at the strike. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2.
And Reggie Jackson, the former 24th pick by the Thunder, wasn't content to back up Westbrook. He basically forced his way out in search of a larger role.
And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game.
That last one was a difference maker. It pushed it from a 2-point lead to 3.
It's T-shirt Bonanza. Make some noise. Your Clippers pick.
There's 21 seconds left in the fourth. Now here's Randall. D right on him. Outside Fournier. The three won't fall. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Line for your Clippers. At the charity stripe, Paul George. At the line for two.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
He's a star in this league. Paul George's desire to win a championship continues to drive him.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
Well, that'll ice it right there. Not everybody can keep their composure at the line in such a big situation.
All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on, get loud for your Clippers. There. Look who's coming onto the court. Come on, get loud for your Clippers. Derek.
For three, Fournier. New York, no good that time either. And they go to the intentional foul.
R.J. Barrett. That's his second personal foul. Fourth team foul. At the line for your Clippers, Kawhi Leonard for a free throw. Taking 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6.
A guy who keeps to himself quite a bit, Kawhi Leonard, more tries to lead by example and holds himself to the highest standards on the floor.
So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game. So the Clippers with the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Kawhi, how satisfied are you with your team's performance tonight in this win?
We did a great job tonight. You know, we got to come in every game with the defensive hat on first, and we did that tonight. We made shots, and we ended up winning the game.
You took it to them when it mattered, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Brent Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Say what I want to you. Steady doing too much, I think now we lost our touch. You ain't the same person that I know. Under the cover of night, nothing but darkness till daylight. Under the cover of night, nothing but darkness till daylight. You were crossing the line, you got me so I can unwind. Screaming for help, I might wind up in for the night. Yeah. Problems, you only give me problems. Sick inside of always dealing with your nonsense. Problems, you only give me problems. Sick inside of always dealing with your nonsense. When you said that, hope you know that you were crossing the line. You got me so I can unwind. Screaming for help, I might wind up in for the night. Yeah. Problems, you only give me problems. Sick inside of always dealing with your nonsense. Problems, you only give me problems. Sick inside of always dealing with your nonsense. I wrote you a love letter, hoping make our love better. Pain in her heart, I could feel it when the love left her. Death do us part, I just hope it ain't the love getter. As she depart, I just know I'll never forget her. I wrote you a love song, hoping make our love strong. Pain in her heart, I could feel it when her love gone. Just play it smart, I hope I can make our love long. So many scars, that's what come from being loved wrong. Lately I'm done stressing, can't fake I'm done begging. Like babe, what's wrong with you today? Sorry, I'm done guessing. Why would I try to build with you when you just love wrecking? Baby, I'm done teaching you like you need love lessons. Done with your love, keep it. Feel like you love leaving. You say some things you know gon' hurt, they say you don't mean it. Gave you a ring and plus my heart seem like you don't need it. Like everything just fall apart and we just done speaking. Dreams full of my fears, I done gave you 5 years. Could feel your eyes still be shining when the sky clears. It feel like love, just a cycle full of dry tears. Somehow it's always surprising when that time nears. I wrote you a love letter, hoping make our love better. Pain in her heart, I could feel it when the love left her. Death do us part, I just hope it ain't the love getter. As she depart, I just hope I never forget her. I wrote you a love song, hoping make our love long. Pain in her heart, I could feel it when her love gone. Just play it smart, I hope I can make our love strong. So many scars, that's what come from being loved wrong. So many thoughts in my head, no, I ain't never think she would leave me hopeless. Went through some things all by myself, hoping that she would notice. Go through that phase, think how I felt, and that's what keep me focused. Heart feeling strange, like when you left, that's when I see my lowest. Love when I watch her leave, hate when I see her going. Search for that broken piece, I leave it open. Wrote you this melody, I hope you hear this poem. I had to set you free, feel like you still stolen. Know you can see me falling, gave you a pinky promise. I know you still put down your phone like you don't see me calling. I try to show you my emotions, you don't see that often. I should've known to take it slow, but see I wrote you a love letter, hoping make our love better. Pain in her heart, I could feel it when the love left her. Death do us part, I just hope it ain't the love getter. As she depart, I just hope I never forget her. I wrote you a love song, hoping make our love long. Pain in her heart, I could feel it when her love gone. Just play it smart, I hope I can make our love strong. So many scars, that's what come from being loved wrong.
ain't with that bull, better pay me, Scottie Pippen. Jumping out the gym, yeah, I ball like Scottie Pippen. Check the numbers, ain't no games, I'm moving with precision. Put some respect on my name, I feel like Scottie Pippen. I'm feeling unappreciated, underrated, I think it's time for payment. Add some zeros and commas to the statement. At the table we renegotiating, I ain't from Buffalo, I need a duffel full of bills. Pay me like I'm Sean Carter, Wayne Carter under deals. Call Mav. I'm tryna triple the cash, digital flip with the bag. Ain't no limit how I get it, I push it to max. Multiply, you know the math. Then I'ma add up the tax. Check the stats, I'm the one jumping out the gym. Gunning for me, I gotta protect the rim. Starting 5 and I'm not sitting on the bench. Pulling up in your face, you can hit a switch. Treat every night like the playoffs. That's why I don't take a day off. Till my jersey in the rafters, winning with the players, Phil Jackson. I ain't with that bull, better pay me, Scottie Pippen. Jumping out the gym, yeah, I ball like Scottie Pippen. Check the numbers, ain't no games, I'm moving with precision. Put some respect on my name, I feel like Scottie Pippen. Scottie Pippen, Scottie Pippen, Scottie. They be always shooting shots, but they be missing. Scottie Pippen, Scottie Pippen, Scottie. Whole crew, dream team, 92 Olympics. Yeah, I know they sleep, they been popping them. I'm MVP, see these rings, I'm a champion. If they cross over on me, I'ma handle it. Highlights for all you low lives on the main event. I'm an alley-oop, I'm an add the loop, I'm an NW attitude. I'ma call the shots, I'ma run and shoot, never number 2. Heard you was getting defensive, you out of bounds, I had to block all the fences. Check the forensics, they took the charge in the car, had to check their offenses. They foul, caught a tech, caught a rep, you're on step, see the flex. All power, all finesse, nothing less on your neck, with a check. I ain't with that bull, better pay me, Scottie Pippen. Jumping out the gym, yeah, I ball like Scottie Pippen. Check the numbers, ain't no games, I'm moving with precision. Put some respect on my name, I feel like Scottie Pippen. Scottie Pippen, Scottie Pippen, Scottie. They be always shooting shots, but they be missing. Scottie Pippen, Scottie Pippen, Scottie. Whole crew, dream team, 92 Olympics. Whole crew, dream team, 92 Olympics. Pull up with it. Well, I pull up with it. I put some diamonds on her toes, like on the reach. You was used to pulling that money go for miles. I've been getting it since a toddler. I keep dollars on my head. Been a real one is my mom. Part of what I said. I'm a leader, I got on following my footsteps like I'm a ton of black on shit. Black on black, new phantom in the backseat. I'm from Atlanta with these condo like the and my friend. My bro on a steaming stove like grits. Got this vibe on a tippy toes. And I LA live. I'm staying at the Lowe's with this Hollywood. Got a can't wait to let it pull up with it. I pull up with it. Pull up with it. Put some diamonds on her toes. Let know that I'm real. Used to pull it. You can still call it a. Can't be fixed. With the names and spent the nick. How you pull that don't make sense. I made a whole mile off an inch. I had 99 problems. I just scratched off the list. Amazing winning. Salt on out my neck. I've been getting it since a toddler. I keep dollars on.
Even California, the community day. Like, all of these things are just from playing 2K. It's a blessing to be able to do something that you love to do and get recognized for it. 2020, I was invited to the NBA 2K.
Told her, catch me. I'm a. She's so precious. Might not think again, she too missed. Rose gold ornaments. Drop 210, car game with no 10. Gotta you the door, you can hop in front of tip. Boy, 9 in the vent. Like my get spent. I got 2 B's on my bosses and a. Granted immunity, still didn't tell. Skeletons in my closets and they scared of me and shit. Under the bed, screaming, rock me, kid. I put water on my head and she. Couple ops played, and they still got. I done still ain't. Reason I use my line is cause she.
I've been getting it since a toddler. I keep dollars on my head. Been a real one is my motto. Handle my problems, I ain't scared. I put Prada on my collar, cause she proud of what I said. I'm a leader, I got on following my footsteps like I'm Montana. Make them shit. Black on black, new phantom in the backseat. I'm from Atlanta with these condo like the in my fridge.
Game you go hard till you fall or you finish. I'm taking
3 part showcase.
We've seen how dominant Pretty Loves Pink can be.
And I was late, but nobody knew why I was late there.
That team is a threat to win it all.
It's because in 2020, my life took a turn, and I literally left everything, work, everything, just to take care of my mother. I lived in the hospital with her for 2.5 months. They said she was going to get better and everything, and then COVID happened. They kicked me out of the hospital. She started to decline, and then a week later, they were telling me to talk to the palliative care doctor. The day that I was invited to play for the 2K 3v3 tournament, I was accepting my mother from hospice care in our family home. Not even probably a week later, she was gone. Like, she didn't stay very long once she was put into hospice or whatever. But I haven't fully healed from that trauma. But I just have this thing in me where I just have to continue. I cannot quit. I got to keep going. So me and Lady are about to go out here. I'm about to get on my center. She's going to get on her lockdown. We're going to be toxic on the twos. My response from the 2K community, the reception that I've gotten has been nothing but positivity. You know, I believe in, putting out positivity into the world, and then you receive it back.
Thank you very much, Tony. Somebody respects me.
I work 3 days a week, so I have 4 days to content create, which is amazing. That's a schedule that anyone would dream to have. Morning streams are usually my go-to. I get on, turn on my tunes. Tunes have to be right. It's about to be lit today. We're about to have a great day. DJ Pinky Pink on the ones and twos. Let's see how many dubs we can get. I used to stream for 12 hours at a time. That's how I got to where I am. Like streaming 12 hours, and I was getting thousands of followers from that. But that's how you get out there, though. You got to put in the work.
Luca, menace. Luca is a menace. Yes.
You can't start with 4-hour streams. You got to start with you got to put in the work, and then when you get to where you are, then you can give the 4-hour streams. Consistency is key. And also support the people that support you. And when people come to your stream, make them feel at home so they come back. It's all about retention. You don't want a whole bunch of followers that's never going to come back to you. You want people to actually enjoy, being there with you and feel like family. That's what makes them come back to your stream. It's 8-6 right now. This is another W. I told you we're going to start this stream off with a 5-game win streak. It's inevitable. I play 2K now because I enjoy playing 2K. But it just so happens that I'm also getting, paid to play 2K now, and that's something I never thought would have been possible for me. Get the board. Come on, PG, I need this. That's green. All of these things are just for me picking up a controller and saying, hey, I want to play video games. Nobody's going to say that I can't do this. Nobody's going to call me weird for doing this. Nobody's going to say that I'm out of place. This is me, and this is who I am. And I like video games. I'm never going to stop loving playing video games. It's always going to be my hobby. I'm always going to be Pretty Loves Pink. Even when I'm not Pretty Loves Pink anymore, I'm still going to always be Pretty Loves Pink on the inside.
When the shot is swishy, but you want that chocolate chippy, Chips Ahoy is here for it.
Ready for some more 2K TV Interactive? Let's move to my team. Winning a championship is always commemorated with an exclusive ring.
And in My Team's limited mode, you have to earn a certain number of rings to win that elusive prize. How many is it?
Is it 3, 4, 5, or 6? Correct answer is 6. Not an easy task, but this might help. For a limited time, pick up specially marked packages of Chips Ahoy cookies and you will receive a locker code to unlock an exclusive My Team card pack. Enjoy!
Hey, 2K fans, I'm Marcus Tucker, PA voice of the Memphis Grizzlies. Returning to voice your top plays of the week. Let's see what you got for us. Rudy Fernandez is 1, 2, Mike check.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
That was a stirring performance of our national anthem. With that concluded, we'll be right back in just a moment.
I need the energy all the way up, all the way up, all the way up. I need the energy all the way up. Look at that. That is spectacular. That's amazing. I need the energy all the way up. Oh, my goodness. Wow. No, he didn't. Gentlemen, that's gorgeous.
Welcome, sports fans. Thank you for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Joined by Chris Webber and Grant Hill, our reporter Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their rotation.
Missing a valued contributor. That can be a challenge. Now, we'll see how they overcome it.
Looking at the starting five for the Dallas Mavericks. Reggie Bullock is out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Luka Doncic. Then there's Jalen Brunson. And it's Powell in at the 5. And for Memphis, Jackson Jr. and Adams together inside. Desmond Bane is out there with Ja Morant. And it's Brooks in at the 3, the small forward. And Grant, you look at these rosters, a lot of talent in the backcourt.
Oh, a sign of the times, B.A. Agility and skill is in demand, and that is on display tonight.
And the Grizzlies start out with the ball. Doncic against Morant. And the baseline jumper goes down.
And we know that Morant can make this shot. The defense has to defend him better next time.
Doncic left side. Over Morant. Doncic, no good.
With the D playing soft off him, he might have been better off taking it to the hoop instead of settling for the jump.
Morant finds Brooks. The shot. Adams, shot's good.
Playmaker who does a solid job distributing the rock. Don't sleep on Brooks' vision.
Pass to Powell. Shoots over Morant. And Morant clears the board. And here's Memphis. 4-point game. Brooks. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
This is what you like seeing. Brooks being aggressive and taking initiative. Yeah, and one thing that impresses me about Ja Morant is the leadership he exhibits. Loves the game, plays with toughness, and the results speak for themselves.
Now here's Doncic. No good with the triple. There's a minute 40 left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to Brooks. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Mavericks.
An easy pass turns into a terrible turnover. And that's a possession wasted.
The Mavericks have gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. And Chris, the drafting of Morant has accelerated the Grizzlies' rebuild. Even as they've gone young, they've remained competitive.
Well, he's the face of the franchise, and I think his maturity and humility, along with their other guys, was helping to keep this Memphis team on track.
Just 4 to shoot. Powell sets a screen. Here's Bullock. And that one hits the back iron.
Their focus next trip has to be getting a high-quality shot. I mean, they don't want to start the game 0 for 5.
Jackson with a screen on Doncic. Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
They've been a more cohesive team over this stretch, and that helps account for their lead.
Now here's Doncic. Shoots over Morant. And here's Brunson from the arc. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic.
And finally, a made shot. They look a little relieved after that one.
Brooks with it. Guarded now by Finney-Smith. Brooks outside. Mavericks with the rebound.
Well, they weren't going to stay perfect forever, but still shooting 80% from the floor to start the game.
Doncic up top. 15 seconds left in the opening quarter. The kick out to Brunson. Morant with a defensive effort.
I don't think the D does good enough here, but something causes the miss.
And that does it for the first quarter. Grizzlies out in front, up by 5. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
Well, no question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
Taking a look at the Mavericks. Davis Bertans is out there with Maxi Kleber. Then there's Jalen Brunson, and it's Brown in at the 3. Brunson finds Bertans. Dinwiddie against Anderson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Right side Bertans. Over Jones. It's wide right. Hits off the rim.
And I don't understand. Why is he going to the fadeaway? Just go straight up with it.
Well, Grant, if you had to describe exactly what a stretch 4 looks like, you might be describing Davis Bertans.
Yeah, that's the mold that Bertans has been carved out of. He can draw defenders away from the hoop with his outside shooting. And when he needs to mix it up in the paint and grab some rebounds, he's more than capable of that too.
And here's Jones. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Anderson. Launches it. It's rebounded by Kleber. The Mavericks trailing. To the middle. Here's Bertans. Uses the glass on the layup.
I like that. Get Bertans involved in the painted area. He has the height to do some damage.
Outside, Anderson. Melton with the ball. Anderson with a screen on Brunson. Here's Melton. Oh, great D that time from Kleber.
Playing him tough inside and prevent the layup. That'll get the whole team pumped up.
Brown with it. And Clark picks him up defensively. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line. A chance at a 3-point play. Forever an underrated talent. Sterling Brown continues to make a name for himself, Chris.
Hey, if you can shoot and defend, you can play in this league. I mean, if he could develop a little more as a facilitator, he can see a lot of minutes.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Williams is checked in.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That one drops. He ties it up. And for players these days, a lack of shooting can be a big hindrance. Grant, would you be more concerned by struggles from the perimeter or the free throw line?
I'd be more concerned with struggles at the free throw line. I mean, if you struggle there, you can become very, very tentative out there on the court, and opponents can foul to force your hand.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Well, Grant, the best way to steady a team is have an anchor like Tyus Jones as the backup point.
I mean, just an outstanding decision maker. His steady play complements their athletes with that second unit.
And he makes a first. And the Grizzlies with some changes. Jackson, he's checked in for Clark. Brooks comes in for Anderson. And it's Bain in for Conchar. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Powell, he's checked in for Kleba. Finney-Smith comes in for Bertans. Bullock, he's checked in for Brown. And Doncic has subbed in for Brunson. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one, every time.
Second shot opportunity. Offensive rebound. And it's Doncic missing. Memphis leading. Pass to Jones. To the inside. And the dunk by Jackson.
This is the aggressiveness Jackson provides. Give him the right positioning and finish with strength.
Jackson against Doncic. Not going to go that time. Ooh, excellent D there from Jackson. Let's see if they want to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
Hey, looking at the clock, I'd say yes.
Jackson with a screen on Dinwiddie. And there's the lob. Ooh, the deft touch on the lob.
Oh, incredible. Save that one. I want to watch it again.
Awesome. Pass to Bullock. 16 seconds left in the first half.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for Dallas. Reggie Bullock. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. So both teams making some changes here. He's perfect from the line this time. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the first half. Outside Morant. On the take. Shoots over Powell. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. It's the Grizzlies leading by 4. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Jackson Jr. and Adams together inside. Ja Morant is out there with Desmond Bain, and it's Brooks in at the small forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
because opponents have to respect his passing so much. A lot of times, the three-pointer is there for Doncic if he wants it. And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Now here's Brunson. Here's Doncic. Outside Brunson. 5 to shoot. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
Oh, he's just a solid shot blocker. I mean, Jackson's timing and instincts is what allows him to make an impact, like right there.
Pass to Adams. Fades back. That one doesn't drop. The Mavericks trailing.
When you hear the term wingspan more and more, but you look at Jared Jackson Jr., 6'11" is his height, 7'4". Fingertip to fingertip, that's his reach. And that reach enables him to be a major factor in this.
From down low, Bullock. Grizzlies with the rebound. Down low. And the dunk by Jackson.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Doncic left side. Oh, and Jackson with the block. And he recovers it.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. It's really hurting.
Pass to Morant. Adams a screen. Morant with it. Picked up by Powell. Here's Jackson. He can't get that one to fall. And the Mavericks go on the other way now. Here's Bullock. Defended by Jackson. Kicks it to Doncic. Back to Bullock. To end the drought. Brooks with the rebound. For Memphis, they've gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Pass to Morant. 24 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Adams against Powell. Now here's Adams. The D's right on him. Doncic pulls down the board. Doncic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Out of bounds, it'll be Memphis's ball.
Maverick substitution.
From deep. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And we've reached the end of the third. It's the Grizzlies. They lead by 5. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session.
Come on, fans. It's the fourth quarter.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the court right now for the Mavericks. They've got Davis Bertans. He's out there with Maxi Kleber, and it's Brunson in at the 2. Now here's Anderson. The shot from 20 feet out. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Grizzlies.
Their inside game has been great tonight. So much of their scoring has come from the paint.
And they've really displayed a sharp passing game tonight as well. A lot of well-timed assists out there.
I mean, I think he's kind of a throwback kind of player, if you ask me. I mean, Anderson's nickname is Slow Mo because of his ability to slow the game down and pick the opponent apart.
Now here's Dinwiddie. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
topped in with...
For the Hawks on 3 defenders. You can't clip these, Wings.